gang, and welcome back to the den for the Wednesday video. So there's going to be a giveaway in this video and also story time. So what can go wrong? Absolutely everything can go wrong, but you know what? Everything is not going to go wrong. We're going to have a fantastic shave, and you know why? Because once again, we are using this. Yes. Matti Lindholm Shaving MLS Unicorn Soap in the lemon lime variant. It's very lemony and very limey. Yeah, I can dig it. Can you dig it? I can dig it. Fairly soft soap, actually. Once you get to manipulating it, you can easily push it down in the into the canister or your receptacle of choice. If you have a receptacle for these, they come wrapped thusly in brown or black paper and wax paper inside. But you know, if you have another Swede looking out for you by the name of Johan or Ewan, he sends the tins. I don't have any tins, so when I do the giveaway, I'm just going to send the soaps, and you'll have to find a receptacle. Anyway, we're going to get right into this. So, I used Matti's brush the last time. This time I'm going to use my Maceto, the big 30 millimeter Badger. I don't even know if it'll fit in this tin nicely. There we go. And we're just going to load the absolute living suds out of this soap. Maybe a little bit too dry. A little bit more water. There we go. Hope everybody's having a great week so far. Mine's going pretty darn good. Have a good story for you today. Story brought to you by Rob Soder. I know he comments on almost all my videos. He's a fellow truck driver. And it's funny, we got talking on my last video, and because he asked which port I hauled bananas out of, or monkey pickles, as we like to call them in the industry. And I mentioned Wilmington, or he asked what company I worked for. It was Seafood Express. And I asked who he worked for, and he works for G. Zavitz. Now, I remember G. Zavitz very, very well as a trucking company, because I used to see those lads all the time when I was down in Wilmington, shagging containers. And you guys are like, shagging containers? What the hell is he talking about? Well, I'm going to tell you what I'm talking about. I'm just loading the absolute ever-living snot out of this soap. I think this 30 mil knot is completely stuffed with sudsy surfactant. And yeah, we're gonna go to town on this. Ooh. Yeah, it smells nice. Very fresh, very vibrant. I am completely honest. I am getting a tiny hint of maybe the Arco lemon scent off of this, which almost leads me to believe that the Arco scent is maybe a natural lemon scent. But I like Arco, and I really like that scent, because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting a very natural lemon and a very natural lime. And I hope this label's waterproof, because I just got water all over it. Yeah, I'm getting very natural lemon and lime, and I like that. I like that a lot. Very, very vibrant, very refreshing. All right, so story time. And hopefully you guys enjoy these story times. I know a lot of you have commented that you enjoy the story times, which is awesome, because I like telling the stories, even though every time I tell a story I lose 1 or 2 subscribers. I don't know why. My stories are fairly PG. But anyway, so yes, G. Zavitz, shagging containers, Wilmington, Delaware. So when I was hauling for Seafood Express, a lot of times I would haul French fries to New York City or New Jersey, or bulk potatoes down in the back of a sea can. And then if you were unlucky enough to unload on a Thursday, dispatch would send you down to Kearney's Point, New Jersey, which is there's a Flying J truck stop down there, where you would park for the night. And then the next morning, or if you were really lucky that day, you would get your list of containers to shag in and out. So the ports are closed on the weekends. So containers have to get out to be gassed, and I'll tell you more about gassing bananas in another story. But containers have to be out, and in the shag yards, the guys that are unloading on the weekend can come down, pick up their container, head up to Massachusetts and get them gassed, and then head on into Canada. So some poor sod has to pull the containers out and get them into the shag yard. A lot of times that was shice. A lot of times that was me that had to shag these containers out. So you would get your list, and sometimes it would be one part, like so there's two purveyors of monkey pickles down at Wilmington. There's Chiquita and there's Dole. If you were really lucky, you would just get all Chiquita containers. If dispatch was in a particularly foul mood, they would give you Dole and Chiquita, which means you have to deal with two ports, two different booking systems, two different sets of Teamsters. Oh, and it was just murder. Look at that lather coming together, guys. Look at that. This is a 30 millimeter Badger brush. Look at it. 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 Can you smell it? Oh, so good. So good. This is going to be a great shave. I'm telling you right now. Look at this. Look at this goddamn lather. Matty, you are a mad genius. So anyway, I digress. I'm getting lost in the suds here. So I would get my booking numbers, and you would start your day bright and early as soon as the port opens. And you would go grab an empty from the shag yard if there was empties to return, because they would give you a list of empties that had to go back in too, and they had to be refilled and they had to be fueled up. So you had to go and fuel them. Then you had to go get in the line and take your empty in, and then you would put in your paperwork for your full ones coming out, and then you wait, and then you wait, and then you wait some more. All right, I think I'm going to call this lather there, sports fans, because my God, be here all day. My word. So then you wait and you wait and you wait. And of course you're on a time crunch, because you got to get these containers out and into the shag yard before the port closes at 4 or 4:30, whatever it was. And believe me, if any of you are familiar with, unions and Teamsters and stuff like that, when they say quitting time, they mean quitting time. They ain't waiting around. They're going home, especially on a Friday. Razor, Edwin, Jagger, DE89, Barley handle. Yeah, very nice, intricate knurling on that Barley handle. Oh, my hands are slippery. Whew, this soap has got some slickness, guys and gals. All right, so then you wait, and honest to God, it wouldn't be till 1 o'clock you would get the paperwork down for your first container, your first load of one. So now the mad rush is on. So you go and you get your row spot, and you go hook onto your can. Then you got to make sure there's nothing wrong with this stupid thing. And then you go to check it out. And then you got to drive down to the shag yard. You got to check it in at the shag yard, which is just, a shag yard is just another word for a drop yard. It's where you drop our empties or the loaded trailers. So you got to check it in, give buddy the paperwork, and then you got to go and park it in a hole. Now, the shag yard that we used to use was not notorious for having a lot of room to maneuver. So you very quickly got very good at backing up and doing this, because you didn't have any choice. You had to get good at backing up. So that'd be great. I'd get the first one put in, and cold water rinse. Get the first one put in. Go and grab an empty, because this typical day I would have 4 empties to return. 4 empties to return, 3 loaded ones to pull out. The last loaded one to come out was mine. You would always leave yours to the last, because as part of your reward for doing all this, you got a load out of it too, right? So keep everything organized to make sure you pull yours out last, because you don't want to be dicking around, you know, dropping a trailer that you're just going to be hooking onto later anyway to go down the road with. So go and grab an empty, go and fill it up, go get back in the lineup to get back into the port, check that one in, and then go and find your loaded one, drag that one out, make sure it's okay, go through the checkout process, go drop it in the shade yard, and rinse and repeat. And so this was basically a day of waiting followed by like 2 to 3 hours of just absolute madness of work trying to get these containers out. But there was a payoff to it. So back then we were getting paid cash to do it by our employer. We always went to the States with a float. We had 200 American and 100 Canadian for miscellaneous expenses and you know, or lumper fees or whatever. So the way it worked was you got paid $20 to return an empty container, and then you get paid $25 to pull a loaded one out, and then your own was free, right? You didn't pay to pull your own load out. So all we had to do was just write a receipt back to our company, like 4 empties in, so 4 at $20, 3 loaded ones out at $25, and you just take the money right out of your float. So despite it being a ton of work, I could make my week, my next week, even almost next 2 weeks running money, like food money, smoke money, just by doing, you know, this work, which wasn't bad. It was all fine and dandy until, you know, the company got audited, and then, you know, the auditors were wondering, where's all this, you know, all those expenditures going out that's not being taxed and stuff like that. That was the end of that. Then they started paying it on our paychecks, if they remembered to, and they taxed it, of course. So then it wasn't as ideal to do. They really had a hard time getting people to do it, but yeah, it was fun. It was interesting, and I'm almost willing to bet that I bumped into Rob at some point in my travels down there at the good old Port of Wilmington, or I blew the doors off him on the way to up country once in a blue moon, if because sometimes I would haul cans out all day, but then I wouldn't be hauling a sea can. I would have another load, like going to Toronto or something, and then, you know, I'd be passing G Zavit's trucks because I'd have a lighter load than they, and get them in the hills and stuff like that. So, you know, I very well may have met Rob, and it's kind of the beauty of social media that I've met Rob, like, you know, online, and there's a very good chance that we actually, you know, interacted before down at the port. That's pretty cool. All right, continuing on with the shave here. So that's my story. Interesting times. It was fun though. Then you go to the Flying J, grab a shower, because, you know, especially in the summertime, all that wind and dolly legs and stuff, you'd just be dying, sweat just dripping off. You go to the Flying J and grab a shower, get a bite to eat, and then head up on the road to either go straight to Canada if you had a Dole container, or go to Mansfield, Massachusetts if you had a Chiquita container. And I'll get into more of that in another story. I got some good old stories about getting loads gassed and stuff like that. I get stories for everything. So going into the cleanup here, I guess we'll do the giveaway. I guess I could have mentioned at the start, but I've mentioned at the start probably about I'd say 60% of the people would have been long gone by now. About 40% of you are probably fast forwarding through the video. It's okay. I am just pulling your chain. I don't care how people I don't care how people absorb the content, or if they watch all the video, if they only watch 20 minutes and 10 minutes of the video. You know, you guys are subscribed to me, you leave comments, you encourage me. That's all that matters to me. So let's do a giveaway. It's gonna be really simple. Very, very simple. I can't make it any simpler. I have in my hands I can't read the labels. Orange, lemon lime. So what you have to do to enter this giveaway, you have to be a subscriber. So make sure you're subscribed down below. My giveaways are always only open to subscribers. I'm sorry, that's just the nature of the beast. You have to subscribe to Matti because, you know, it's because of Matti I have these soaps. Matti has been a huge, I can't even stress how huge of an influence and a wonderful person that Matti Lindholm has been to the wet shaving community. He's a master of straight razors and shavettes. He's just a beautiful human being, incredibly kind, incredibly gracious. So you need to subscribe to him. This is on the honor system because I have no way of checking to see who's subscribed to him. But I expect that hopefully his subscription count is going to start climbing after this video. And we'll be checking. There's a link to his channel right down below. Okay? Make it nice and easy for you. To enter, you need to comment on this video. Hashtag We Love You Matti. And I'll put that in the description box as well. So hashtag or the #, We Love You Matti. And then you can write the rest of your comment however you want to write it. Do whatever you want. It's your comment. Just make sure your comment starts with hashtag We Love You Matti. Because when I go to do the randomizer a week from today, Wednesday, July, when is this, 22nd? Something like that. So when I do the video, when I do the draw a week from today, at the start of my shave video, I will specifically be looking for the We Love You Matti hashtag. Okay? And that's it. Nice and simple. This is open to anybody worldwide. I don't really give a flying donkey's arse where you live. I'll ship it to you. How about that? This is for both soaps. You're gonna get the matched. You're gonna get the match set. You know, because why not? I think that'd be cool. It'd be a match set. So we'll do with that. Plus, it's cheaper for me to ship one to one person than ship two out to two people. Because to be honest with you, to put that in a box that's actually going to protect it for shipping here in Canada, it's about $17 each. Shipping in Canada is absolutely freaking ridiculous. So yeah, one winner, two soaps. We Love You Matti. That's simple, folks. And you get yourself some of this great soap. You've seen that shave. I still have a ton of residual slickness on my face. Like, my face feels really good. I'm not lying. This stuff is the real deal. It's a great soap. Really great soap. We're gonna go with the Maol Grooming Frankenlime. Got some lime and some other goodies in here. Oh, that was just a cracker of a shave, guys. Just a cracker of a shave. Unreal. Ooh, a little bit of a tingle. Got a little deep with that Edwin Jagger. I think in one area. Got a good shave with it though. For all, that's going to turn into a real nice BBS. I never used to get the greatest shaves with the old DE89, but now that I have that new pass structure, it's working real good. I like it. I think it was all my all my technique, or lack thereof, that was leading to a slightly irritated shave with the Edwin Jagger. Yeah, that will do it. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in right to the very bitter end. So remember, I can't stress enough, we love you, Matti. I want to see a bajillion comments in this video. And I want to see Matti get some love, guys. He really is a truly beautiful human being, and he deserves all the support that he can get. So that's it until Saturday, my friends. I hope you all have a fantastic rest of the week, and that's that. So as always, be safe, be kind to one another, and as always, have a great day and even better shave. We're going to catch you in the next one. See ya.